But I learned quickly how to, okay, if they say this to you, you better say something back. Don't you just sit back and not say nothing.
Martell Holt shocked everyone when he suddenly changed his mind. For months, he fought legal battles and custody cases. He refused to step back. But then, out of nowhere, he stopped. And we all know Martell does not walk away without a fight. So, what happened? What made him, after years of taking Melody to court, stop all of a sudden? Did Melody do something, or does she know something that made him think again? Stay with us as we break everything down, from the battle Martell started against Melody to the moment everything changed. Melody made some strong moves behind the scenes, and they may have been enough to make Martell step back. This is the real story of how she turned everything around and left him with no choice. "I knew I was never going back," Melody said. "One day, I sat down and thought about everything. After so many years, since 2017, I was still hoping he would change. But then I looked back and realized something. He had been cheating since 2015. That is 5 years. From 2017 to 2020, he stayed the same. He did not grow, his mindset did not change, and I was just wasting time believing he would be different. At that moment, I knew I could not give him any more years of my life. It became clear to me," Melody said. "I told myself, you know what, he is not changing. I am done." To understand why Martell suddenly stepped back, we need to look at his past. He has used the legal system to get his way before. And to be honest, this is not the first time he tried to control Melody through court. First, there was the custody battle. Martell was not only asking for more time with his children. He was trying to take full custody. But this was never really about being a caring father. It was about control. Martell knew that if he won, he would have power over Melody's life. If Martell won full custody, Melody would have no choice but to deal with him the way he wanted. He would have full control over her life. He tried to make himself look like the better parent, saying Melody was too busy to take care of the children. But let us not forget, this is the same man who keeps making headlines for all the wrong reasons. On the other hand, Melody stayed focused. She kept working, kept taking care of her children, and most important of all, she kept proof of everything. Then came the financial claims. Martell has a habit of trying to take credit for Melody's success, especially when it comes to her business. After the divorce, Martell started acting like he deserved a share of Melody's hard-earned money, even though she was the one making big moves. But the truth is, his lawsuits were never about fairness. They were about control. Martell was not trying to co-parent. He was trying to take charge. And for some time, it looked like he might win. He had people on his side, legal tricks to use, and to be honest, he was very loud. But then, something changed. And now, all of a sudden, Martell is stepping back. So, what really happened?
5, all these years, 2017, so that's 3 years, and 2017 to 2020, you've been cheating for 5.
What really changed? That is where Melody's next moves come in. What did she do that made Martell stop so suddenly? Well, she has been making some very smart moves behind the scenes. First, she fought back in court. While Martell was busy filing lawsuits, Melody was fighting the smart way. Sources say she has been collecting proof, real evidence that could cause big trouble for Martell in court. And let us not forget, Melody has a history of exposing him when the time is right. She knows exactly when to take action. Then there are her industry connections. Melody is not just a reality star, she is a businesswoman. She has strong allies in media, entertainment, and even the legal world. Could she have used those connections to make sure Martell's claims did not work? It would not be the first time she made big moves without saying a word. And of course, we have to talk about her social media plan. If you follow Melody online, you have probably seen how she has been dropping hints again and again, mysterious messages that say more than they seem. Messages knowing smiles, and that classic "I know something y'all don't" energy. Martell, on the other hand, he's been surprisingly quiet, and for a man who loves to talk, that silence says everything. Melody turned the tables, and let us just say, Martell did not take it well. The moment her power move became clear, he did what he always does. He ran to social media. If you have been paying attention, you have probably seen his recent posts about betrayal and karma. This is classic Martell behavior. Sounds familiar? Every time things do not go his way, he tries to change the story. He wants the world to believe he is the one who has been wronged. But let us be honest, who is the common person in all this drama? Exactly, and it is not just us saying this. People in the comments are not falling for his victim act. One person wrote, "Martell always plays the victim when he gets exposed." We see right through it. Another said, "Martell was loud until Melody showed the proof. Now he is quiet." Funny how that works. But here's what makes it even more interesting. His social media rants did not last long. After a few bitter posts, he went completely silent. Now that is not like him at all. This is a man who loves to talk, especially when it helps him. Comes to dragging Melody, so why this sudden radio silence? Could it be that he finally realized he's fighting a losing battle, or is he scared of something bigger now? Here's where things get really interesting, because what if Martell isn't just backing off? What if he's actually scared of what Melody could expose? For years, Martell has tried to make himself look like a successful businessman, but let's be real, his financial history has always been a little sketchy. Could Melody have proof that he's been involved in some shady? There have already been rumors about financial fraud, and if Melody has proof, this could change everything. Remember, she has been quiet for a reason. If she has been holding on to something big, Martell might be trying to stop it before things get even worse. And let us not forget, Martell's whole public image is built on his ego. He loves to be seen as the strong and confident man who is always in control. But what happens if the truth comes out? What if Melody has something that could destroy not just his reputation, but everything he has been trying to hold on to? Just his reputation, but his entire career. She knows something, and judging by how quickly Martell backed off, it must be big. Could it be legal trouble, a scandal? He doesn't want the world to know about. One thing's for sure, he wouldn't be running unless there was something to run from.
So I had to teach myself at 22, 23 how to get back with you, right?
Away from love and marriage. Huntsville at the time, most people thought it was just about protecting her peace, and while that's true now, it's looking like it was a power move, one that finally freed her from Martell's reach. For years, Cartel had one final hold over Melody, the show, whether it was arguing on camera, twisting the narrative in confessionals, or just using love and marriage Huntsville as a way to keep himself tied to her. That platform gave him constant access to her life, and let's be real, he used that platform too. Martell wanted to gaslight, embarrass, and manipulate Melody in front of millions. He wanted control, and every season, he found new ways to make himself part of her story. But when Melody walked away, that control was gone. By leaving the show, she did more than just protect her peace. She took away Martell's last public connection to her. Without the cameras rolling, he no longer had a stage to twist the story in his favor. No more messy confrontations, no more forced interactions, and no more drama on his terms. And judging by his reaction, he never expected this to happen. It hurt because, without Melody, his importance on the show is fading. His whole storyline was built around their toxic relationship, and without that, what does he really have left? And let us not forget, Melody is winning. She is growing in business, focusing on her family, and moving forward in ways that Martell has no control over. And that might be the biggest loss for him yet. But here's the real question. Is Martell really finished? Or is he just stepping back to plan his next move? Because if there is one thing we know, it is that Martell has a pattern of using the legal system whenever he feels like he's losing control. So could he be planning another lawsuit, maybe a new custody battle he's tried before? And even though it didn't go the way he wanted, he might just be desperate enough to try again. And speaking of custody, that's been one of Martell's biggest tactics. He's repeatedly used their kids as leverage, filing for full custody and making claims that seemed less about their well-being and more about hurting Melody. Could he go down? He might go down that same path again just to stay in her life. And let us not forget the other tricks he has used before. What if he tries to hurt Melody's businesses from behind the scenes? We have already seen him take credit for her success, so could he now be trying to ruin deals, spread rumors, or block opportunities just to make things harder for her? But here is the thing. Every time Martell tries to bring her down, Melody comes back even stronger. She has already outsmarted him before, and if he tries again, he might just be making things worse for himself. Bigger loss are you going to keep back trilling to this other woman, because that's embarrassing for a woman cheating. It's not right. No, it's not. You're not supposed to do it, period. But it's how they do it, and the thing for me is disrespect for cheating. You keep making a laughing stock out of her. That's a lot to take for a woman, and a woman of her caliber. If Melody really scared Martell off for good, does this mean she's finally free to move on? Or is this just the cowl before another storm now that Martell seems to be backing off? Melody is wasting no time leveling up. She's already been securing major brand deals, expanding her businesses, and making moves that prove she's focused on her future, not the drama of the past. From launching new products to growing her influence in the entertainment industry, Melody is making it clear she's about securing the bag, not going back and forth with Martell. And let's talk about her love life, because let's be real, Martell has been lurking in the background ever since their divorce. He's Martell Nebraska Hamesha Apni Harkatin Esi Yehi Daikaya Haiku Wo Melody Ki Life Ka Control Chad and Kalia Tire Nahi Hai. As na surf rude comments di Baki Melody Ku personal life main be interfere Karn Ki Puri Koshish Ki. Jabbi Melody Jishi Nayansan Kasath Age Badni Ki Koshish Kardi. Martell Wahan Akarya To Asinsan Ko indirectly target Kardaya for social media par apni side Ki Kahani Bekni Lagta. Iska surf ek hai maksad the Melody ko emotionally or mentally manipulate Karna talk wo hamesha aski influence main rahi. Lekanab, jab lagta hai ka Martell piche hat raha hai, ya ek nayamad ho sakta hai. Kia ya sach main wo wakt hai jab Melody bina jishi rukawa ka apni life age luja sake. Kyunki hum sab janti hain. Martell Kabi bias bot esi kush nahi rahaku Melody aski bina apni life enjoy care. Asn hamesha yehi chahaku chahi wo uska partner hoya nahi. Lekin Melody ki har ek move par uska control banarahi. Lekinab, jab Melody aski control esi bahar nikal gai hai. Shayadab aski liya sach main ek ne safar ka wakt aa gaya hai. Melody ani yasab ek din main nahi kia. Asn is level tak pahunch and ku liya bohat struggle ki hai. Peli custody battles, for financial disputes, for character assassination. Martell Nebraska har Tariq Esi Melody ko Neja Daikane ki Koshish ki. Jabas Deka ka court cases Esi bot nahi ban rahi. Toas and social media ka Saharalia.
Yes, we are. No, we're not. Even watching you, Miss Nail, watching her come out screaming and
Wohar Jaga Apni image ko Bekni or Melody ko ek problem ku tor par Daikane ki Koshish karda raha. Lekin Melody any Hamesha ek high cheese ki, apni dignity or grace ko Barker raka. Us unnecessarily drama create nahi kia, baki apni actions esi jawab dia. Sab spati bat ya high ku Melody any surf legal or financial struggles ko face nahi kia, baki us emotional or mental struggles be jil hain. Ek asinsan kasath deal karna jo apki har success ko apni teraf pul karn ki koshish care. Jo apki har kamiabi ko apni Tariq esi downplay care. Ya jishi kuliya be easy nahi hoda. Lekin Melody any sab kuch sat hubi apni self-respect or self-worth ko nahi choda. Usn hamesha apni kam pardayan dia or ya daikaya ku wo bina Martell kubi age bad sakti ha. Or ya bot Martell ko sab sayada chubdi ti. Usn sosha the ku divorce kabad bi wo Melody ki life ka ek hisa banarahiga. Chahi wo uska legally partner naho. Lekin J's Melody any strong hona shiru kia. Apni business empire build ki. Or apni age badni ka proof denaya kasamni raka. Martell kupas interfere karn ko bahut kam Tariq bak gay. Heli jab tak show ka hisati. Tab tak Martell ko ek stage multi ti jahan wo apni kahani bek saktada. Lekin jab Melody any show chod dia. Tab Martell ku pas wo be option nahi raha. Abwo chahi jitna bi chilai. Jitna bi social media p post stale. Melody ko fark nahi padta. Peace, but the real question is, can she finally live without Martell trying to control her every move? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, she's ready to move forward whether Martell likes it or not. One thing's for sure, whatever Melody did, it worked, because Martell Holt backing off is not something we ever thought we'd see, but do you guys think he's really done, or is this just another setup for his next move? Because if there's one thing we've learned about Martell, it's that he never goes down. Or ya bot Martell ko sab sayada chubdi ti. Asan sosha the ku divorce kabad bi wo melody ki life ka ek hissa bonarahiga, chahi wo uska legally partner naho. Lekin J's melody any strong hona shirukia. Apni business empire build ki, or apni age bodni ka proof denaya, kasamni raka, Martell kupas interfere karn ko bahut kam tarik bak gay. Peli jab tak show ka hisati, tab tak Martell ko x stage milti ti jahan wo apni kahani bak saktada. Lekin jab melody any show cho dia, tab Martell kupas wo be option nahi raha. Abwo chahi jitna bi chilai. Jitna be social media p post stale, melody ko fark nahi padta. Ek or cheese jo Martell nahi samaj rahada, wo ya ti kulog of uski manipulation ko samaj chokain. Peli shayad kuchlog sakti the kudano ki taraf se problems hain, lekin absabko dike raha hai ka Martell surf melody ki success ko decker insecure ho raha hai. Jab tak melody court main t. Tab takwo uski against cases file karka control karn ki koshish kar rahada. Jabas deka legally jitna mushkil ho rahahai, toas in social media karakia. Or jabya bi kam nahiaya, toabwo chup chup piche hat rahahai. Lekin badasawalya hai, kia Martell sach main piche hat rahahaya surf ne tarik dund rahahai talk for se melody ki life main interfere kar sake? Hyunki ek cheese tote hai. Martell kupas ek pattern high. Jabbi uska ek plan fail hoda high. Wo dusra plan banata high. Tokia ya ek shani ka door haya surf ek naya storm ain walla high. Agar melody any itna kuch face kia high. To ya bi kana galat nahi haga ku wo jishi bi ne attack ku liya ready hobi. Ust already itna kuch handle kia high. Ab agar Martell for se koi naya drama create karn ki koshish karega. To